And yes, you heard me correctly. Chennedy Carter took it upon herself to go on X and speak about her free agency. Angel Reese, everything, bruh. She talked for a mighty long time. We gonna try to cover it all within this video. I'm telling y'all, she did a whole lot of rambling.
Did you notice what Chennedy Carter just did? She declared war on Twitter rather than merely clapping back at her detractors. Everyone was left wondering whether Carter's WNBA drama was coming to an end or just getting started after her explosive mic drop incident. What did she say exactly? Well, hold on tight, because we're going to go over every surprising detail of Carter's explosive interview, from her time in Chicago to her lucrative business dealings in China. I promise you won't want to miss this.
Yeah, I hear everybody's takes. Y'all are actually really hilarious. But I'm not here to talk about money or anything like that. You guys are going to see in the future what's going to happen. So then, you guys can continue your take, whatever you think is that. That's cool. I'm here to speak on what happened today and what brought you guys to this circle. That's what we can talk about.
Can you believe what Chennedy Carter just accomplished? She went from hardly playing to starting for Chicago. This is an incredible comeback tale. Let's examine this incredible journey. You can only imagine how annoying it must have been for Carter to be relegated to the bench in LA, playing only 8 minutes per game. However, things took a drastic turn when she joined the Chicago Sky.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this is a business, you know? Some things are said, some things are gone unsaid. You guys do know that, I came from Los Angeles. I didn't play. I came to a new organization. I was embraced. I was loved. I came from playing 8 minutes, guys. I came from playing 8 minutes to taking a lot of people's spots, taking minutes, playing, doing a lot of things for the organization that I really respect and I love and I appreciate for even giving me the opportunity.
Now, you may be wondering what Carter did differently in Chicago. She didn't just improve her game. She completely changed it, going from guarding one position to becoming a defensive Swiss Army knife. Carter didn't just show up and expect playing time. Instead, she seized the opportunity with both hands and ran with it. She wasn't content with more minutes. She was hungry for a starting spot. Carter's versatility caused coaches to take notice, as he was positioned all over the court, protecting everyone from small forwards to point guards.
I'm really just working on just trying to be in the best shape of my life, trying to be able to space the floor a little bit, read defenders. I'm getting trapped and guarded by 3 people, so I'm learning how to obviously put the ball on the ground, find people, see everyone around the court, find myself, continue to get to my spots, and just continue to shoot the ball the way I was shooting it during the season, just shoot with confidence, and really just be a space creator, find my bigs, find my wings, just seeing the floor better than I've seen this past season.
Here's the real kicker, though. Carter had a completely different mindset. She wasn't just working hard. She was fixated on improving herself. In her own words, she was genuinely working on getting into the best shape of her life. You can sense the determination in that statement. She wasn't playing around, and let's not forget about her shooting. Carter's mindset is what elevates decent players into great ones. She wasn't simply playing. Every time she took the floor, she was making a statement. She wasn't content to merely make baskets. She was motivated to shoot with confidence.
Everything was really cool, from just teammates to the games, even just when we were trying to make the playoffs. It was a hard fight. Y'all know I went down. I had a foot injury, which cost a lot of games at the end of the season. We ended up losing to Washington. I didn't play. We lost to Indiana. I didn't play that game. I missed a couple of games to where, maybe if we had our whole lineup, we could have had a better outcome. But, as far as that, there's a lot of just narratives being spent. And from my standpoint, I had a great time. And this was one of the best seasons that I ever had in my career.
Carter's journey wasn't without its setbacks. She suffered a foot injury that kept her out of action during pivotal playoff games. But despite everything, Carter calls her time with the Sky the best SE season of her life. That's the kind of optimism that separates the good from the great. Did you hear what Carter recently revealed about her time in China? Basketball fans are talking about it, and I promise you're going to want to hear it. Carter isn't just playing overseas. She's making a lot of money here.
It's amazing. A lot of people never even get to go outside of the U.S. So when you hear people talking about oh, you're in China, stay in China. First off, China is paying me a hell of a lot of money to be over here. More money than I can even count up, if I'm really being honest.
You may be asking yourself, how much are we really talking about? Well, hold on to your seats because Carter didn't hold back when she revealed her Chinese paycheck. This is where things get even more interesting though, because Carter isn't just talking about her base salary. She's also making extra money for wins and big stats to talk about a sweet deal. Now, you may be wondering if Carter is making fun of the WNBA with these remarks. I mean, it sounds like it, but let's examine what she actually said. Carter discussed how playing in China is less stressful than playing in the WNBA.
And on top of that, I get an extra amount of money just for winning games and having high stats. So just making the money over here, it makes me want to push harder and get better and become a great player, a great teammate. You know, the coaches love me, the organization loves me, they appreciate me and what I've done for them. We're number one right now. We haven't took too many losses. We should make the playoffs. We could potentially play Camilla's team. So, I mean...
But here's the thing. Carter is all about living her best life in China, not just enjoying the money. She plays for a team that is winning right now, so you might be asking yourself, yeah, the money is great, but is it really worth leaving the WNBA behind? Well, in Carter's opinion, it is. She isn't just making money. She has discovered a whole new level of freedom. Carter claims that she can play basketball, earn a lot of money, and then simply go home and take care of herself as she should.
Fun over here. It's less stress. You know, you ain't got to worry about all of the Twitter narratives and all of the extra stuff that just come with, you know, playing in the W. Some of the stuff would just be extra. Just want to focus on basketball and just have fun. Like sometimes the fun really be just taken out of it, and you don't have to deal with that here. You literally can play basketball, get paid a lot of money, and just go home, steady yourself the way it should be.
No distractions, no drama. Pure basketball and a huge salary may seem like a lot of fun, but this is where things start to get interesting. Carter is not alone in her decision. Other WNBA players are also leaving the league to play abroad in search of higher compensation and less attention. Carter is at the forefront of what seems to be a whole new trend in women's basketball. Did you see what Chennedy Carter did on Twitter recently? She didn't just post a tweet. Instead, she set the entire platform on fire. You might be wondering why a tweet is so important, but let me tell you, it's not just any tweet. Everyone went crazy after Carter dropped a bomb about layups. But this is where things get really interesting since some people believed she was making fun of Angel Reese.
I will say this. Is she 100% done this? No. Did she mention Angel Reese by name? I don't know, but I mean, like, this seems like a very much shot at that player, or at least a shot at the other WNBA players. Whether it be a shot at Angel Reese probably in the vicinity of people that, you know, she's talking about.
Hold on to your seats because Carter isn't having any of that drama. Can you believe it now? You may be wondering if Carter was indeed throwing shade. She went all boss mode and declared, "You know, I think I'm all-world, all-pro, so I'm locked in on my self-talk about confidence," implying that when I tweet, I'm primarily talking about myself. But she didn't stop there.
I don't personally want to say people's name, but they're very important who obviously like playing with me, love playing with me. But as far as, you know, the number one player, Angel's a special player, you know. I love watching her. This season, we had a great relationship. And I don't feel like, you know, the way things went on Twitter, it shouldn't have went like that, you know. When people kind of wear a shoe, that means you believe that.
Now, you may be asking yourself, well, but what about all the drama? Well, this is where Carter truly demonstrates why she is a pro on and off the court. She is rewriting the entire story, not just defending herself. By tweeting, "I just focus on me and how special my craft is not bothered by spins," Carter is making it plain that she isn't here for the drama, but rather for the game. That's correct. Carter is putting herself above the noise and keeping her sights on the prize.
So for the narratives of me not being happy and this and that can't possibly be true, because it's just like everything in Chicago typically went right for me. You know, there was nothing that I could say that, oh, I didn't like the way they did this, or oh, I didn't like how this happened.
But wait, Carter is using this Twitter takedown to show everyone how good she is. She's talking about her high shooting percentage and how she's demonstrated her skills numerous times, whether it was for 8 minutes or 38 minutes. Can you imagine dropping those kinds of statistics in just 8 minutes? That's Carter for you, always ready to ball out.
Typically, speaking to me, I'm a valuable player because obviously the closest shot on the court is the layup or the mid-range. And that's what I specialize in doing. So when I'm tweeting, I'm specifically talking about me. Y'all know I think that I'm all world, all pro, so I'm locked in on myself. I really don't care about any other player or what they got going on. Just know that when you see me, it's always going to be smoke. I'm always going to have my sneakers laced. I'm always going to be ready to hoop. And then after that, we can talk about whatever.
Let's be honest for a moment. Not everyone is enamored with Carter's Twitter tirade. Some are supporting her, while others are not. One fan even made a crude remark saying, "Nobody thinks you're a woman anyway, ouch." But Carter isn't letting that kind of talk stop her. She's taking the heat head-on and emerging stronger. Now, you may be wondering if all of this Twitter drama will harm Carter's career. But while everyone has been concentrating on her tweets, Carter has been making powerful moves behind the scenes, and she has a secret that could completely upend the WNBA. Are you prepared for this? Carter just revealed a shocking detail about her future in the league. She will be meeting with a top team in 2 days, but the worst part is that she is keeping all the details to herself. Hidden away.
I have a meeting with a team in like 2 days. But that's all I'm going to give you, just because everybody thinks that, oh, I'm not going to do this. I have a meeting with the team in 2 days that I'm potentially interested in.
Can you imagine the excitement this is generating? Everyone is speculating as to whose team it might be. The Storm, the Aces, or perhaps the Fever. These clubs may be searching for that one star to elevate their lineup, let's face it. Carter is capable of doing precisely that, but this is where things start to get tricky. Don't think for a second that Carter is letting any of that slow her down. She's not just confident, she's on fire. However, some teams may be a little hesitant because of all the social media drama. You know how it goes in the WNBA. Coaches and GMs are looking for players who can fit into the team culture in addition to what you can do on the court. Listen to what she said. "I'm a big-time player and a hot commodity right now. I think I'm among the best players in the world, and I've shown it several times." That's what you call swagger. Carter isn't hesitant to proclaim her value from the rooftops because she understands it.
That's one of the things I understand. The fans want to see me in that. I even talked to my family about it. 3-on-3, for me, guys, I'm pretty fast. I'm quick in transition. I don't think it would be a stretch for me, but I'm more so just focused on my bag. So, it just depends. Me and my agent, we're going through the process right now, figuring everything out. So it really just depends, I'm not going to lie, because I'm doing so well here that it would be quadruple of what I'm making now. So it really just depends.
The big question now is whether a team will take a chance on Carter. Her talent is obvious, and we've all seen what she can do on the court. But those Twitter TI raids could lead to some teams taking a chance on her. Consider this twice. Which team will put their all into Carter is like a high-stakes game of basketball poker.
But as far as the narrative, I think people are going to do that. I'm a hot commodity right now. I'm a big-time player, with things that happened in the past that just continually try to bring me down and try to belittle me as a person. Most of these people don't know me, never talk to me, only read what they've seen in the media and the articles, don't know the story that happened in Atlanta, don't know how it transpired, don't know that, players apologized and understood their part, I understood my part. Really don't know the back end of the story, just know what they put out on media, and that's fine. They can take a narrative, they're able to do that, their opinions never bother me.
However, let's not forget that top WNBA teams are still interested in Carter despite all the controversy. That speaks volumes about her abilities, doesn't it? She is a game changer, and clubs know that having her on board might mean the difference between a decent and a fantastic season.
And I'm not going to allow anybody to downplay it like it went bad, because it didn't go bad. It was the best season that I've had in my life. Shooting-wise, playing-wise, living-wise, it was a great experience for me personally.
One thing is certain as we wait to see where Carter ends up. She isn't leaving quietly. She is here for the smoke and the bag, as she puts it, and whichever team signs her better get ready for some fireworks because Carter isn't just playing basketball, she is changing the rules of the game. Alright, let's wrap this up because Carter's story is far from over. You might think she is only fighting Twitter trolls, but she's doing much more than that. It's incredible to watch.
I don't have to talk about other players because I believe that, I'm one of the best players in the world. And I've shown that multiple times, no matter if it was 8 minutes or 38 minutes, So as far as that, yeah, I just think that sometimes people take things too far to the wrong extent, try and bring up people that have nothing to do with me, I have nothing to do with them. Then to my main point, one of the players that they brought up, she wasn't even playing tonight, So it's just little shit like that just, it's unnecessary, it's uncalled for, just trying to bring drama, I feel like I'm a little bit of a clickbait person, so as soon as you see my name, a lot of people gonna click in, and that's cool, you bringing a lot of eyes to me.
This is where things start to become pretty intriguing. Teams are rushing to finalize their rosters before the WNBA free agency period opens. Can you believe the timing? Carter is out here, making waves right now. It seems like she's daring teams to take a chance on her when they're looking to make big moves. But here's the big question. Will Carter's audacious moves succeed or backfire? We're all waiting impatiently to see what happens next. But one thing is certain. The WNBA is going to get much hotter. Carter is playing chess in addition to basketball, and we are all watching to see if she will checkmate the opposition or lose.